it's maybe it's kind of a thing now. Is that just him being Zeke, or just that ability he has now to hurdle guys?
I mean, he has all different kinds of ways to make people miss. He's a big dude, so it's hard to tackle him up high. So guys are just trying to take out his legs, and I guess he's just reacting. Freak plays, really cool to see.
Yeah, for a guy that size.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody knows that he's got that power and can run over people and run through arm tackles, but he can cut on a dime, and he is a really good athlete, one of the best athletes we have on the team. So
Taylor, how much better did you and the offensive line feel after this week as opposed to the game the week before, when it did seem like you were frustrated?
Yeah, I mean, it was a huge confidence boost, obviously, to be able to perform at a higher level. It wasn't perfect, and obviously we can still get better, not only as an offensive line but as a whole offensive unit. So I think it was a confidence boost. Made us feel good to be able to actually go out there and get some offense, get some yards, put some points up, and things ran a little more smoothly for us.
How good is this Indiana football team?
I mean, when you get in Big Ten play, every team has good players. A lot of players could go to any school in the Big Ten on these teams. So obviously, not to take anything away from our out-of-conference schedule, but I think the level of players is going to be a little bit higher, and obviously there's going to be a lot of competition there, because I do think the Big Ten Conference is a really good conference. So I'm excited to get that going and have that competition.
They're off to a 4-0 start, first time in 25 years, and I'm sure you remember a couple years ago it was a dogfight over there.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that game. We kind of went in there, kind of sleptwalk into there, and they obviously have a really explosive offense. And last year at times they gave us kind of troubles with defense. So we're just gonna have to watch the film, game plan for them, and then just play a complete game. Because as with any team we come out and play, if we don't bring our A game, we'll struggle.
Even more recent history, I know you guys were disappointed the way you performed the first 3 quarters of last year's game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think you'll see the same things from them this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they did some things that slowed us down, gave us a little trouble, so I don't know why they wouldn't go back to that. I mean, if it has a proven track record, why not do it again? But obviously we're going to have our scouting report and hopefully have some of those things that tripped us up earlier last year cleaned up. So I'm confident with our game plan going, and it'll be really well thought out.
Urban said that the early season struggles this year, no one was panicked because those were sort of inevitable growing pains.
Yeah.
Is the start of the Big Ten season sort of the point where the growing pains have to stop being growing pains?
I mean, you probably like them to be, but I think we just got so many playmakers on offense right now. We're just trying to figure out how we want to get the ball to certain players, and how we want to go about running the offense. So I mean, you'd like for them to be gone, but that's just something that's going to have to work itself out. Not something where we're going to decide when it ends. It's just going to have to happen, really.